Hey, what's happening, you slimy sligoo? Coming at you with some Typhlosion action in the Phantasmal Flames format. Now, I've always loved Pidgeot EX alongside the Typhlosion. Dracloak's fine. And there's, of course, the no engine build, which a lot of the additions to my list here were inspired by Bali, who made day 2 at the Stuttgart Regional Championships with a no engine style of build of Typhlosion. And that just means it was a build without Pidgeot, without Dracloak. It did still have Fezandipiti and a Tatsugiri in there, so there is some draw support or some support Pokemon in the deck to help it flow throughout a game, but no dedicated draw support engine. So Typhlosion list, of course, we got a 4-4-3 Typhlosion line here, the 2-2-2 Pidgeot, only one Rare Candy, so we have to play a pretty thick Pidgeot line, and we do play pretty heavily through TM Evolution as well. 2 Victini in here to help us hit those higher numbers with the Typhlosion. Of course, with 4 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile, we're hitting for 280 damage. With the Brave Bangle, we're hitting for 310 on EX Pokemon. Single Victini, 320. 2 Victini, 330, which allows us to one-hit KO stuff like Charizard or a Mega Absol with a Brave Bangle. But we have another card in here to help us go a step further against those bigger Mega Pokemon, stuff like a Mega Charizard X, or a Mega Gardevoir, or Mega Lucario, or even, I guess, like a Mega Absol with a Bravery Charm and Lively Stadium in play. If we can't find our Town Store, we can use the Kieran in here, which allows us to do 30 more damage to our opponent's active Pokemon EX, and it also has the extra effect of switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, which can be a really big deal up against decks that have Corner. We're usually not too scared of decks with Corner, I'm not going to lie, it's usually not that big of a deal, but it can be a little bit annoying if we open a liability or have to put a liability in play. The Kieran can be a big deal to help us close out games a little bit more aggressively. So we definitely like it for that. Up against the corners, the impounds, things like that. We could also play a Turo in here. I do kind of like the idea of a Turo. In the late game, we can get our Pidgeot out of play. If we have like a board of enough Typhlosion set up already to win the game, we could Turo our Pidgeot out of play. It also allows us to create bench space for Victinis whenever we need like double Victini up against specifically Charizard. That would probably come up the most. So that'd be like another thing to consider in this deck. Also having like a pseudo heal card like a Turo could also be nice. So this could be a good one. Got Pheasant here. I've got the Psyduck and the Shaymin. Shaymin is a really big deal for the Gardevoir matchup. It's basically unwinnable without it. But with it, the Gardevoir matchup doesn't feel too bad with Shaymin. The Screamtail constantly being able to pressure our Pidgeot specifically or remove our Quilavas from our bench earlier than we'd like to have happen is a really big deal. So Shaymin's pretty sick. The Psyduck in here, of course, is for the Paltnor matchup and also Charizard right now. A lot of Charizard decks are playing the Dusknoir, so the Psyduck is great to have. And then the Iron Bundle, it's just nice because with the Typhlosion deck, we just want to be one-hit KOing our opponent's Pokemon. So if we come up a little bit short on something like a Charizard EX in the early game, but we don't quite have access to Boss or Counter Catcher, then using Iron Bundle through Ultra Ball or even quick searching for it can be a really nice way. And also in the late game as well, this can also come up where our opponent sticks their big Pokemon in the active and we need more combo pieces than we can get together, or maybe we're out of pieces or something's prized. Iron Bundle just constantly allowing us to be able to take knockout after knockout after knockout. Knockout is a really big deal. And then for the rest of the Gust, it is just one boss, one counter catcher. KOing through the active with a single prize deck is usually enough to win most games. We need to sometimes get 1, maybe 2 Gust effects / bench disruption effects like the Iron Bundle off, and then we should be good to go. So the Iron Bundle is in here as well. 4 Ethan's Adventure, of course, 2 Iono, 2 Lillie's Determination. This card feels so good in here. Previously, I did have researches in the deck, and the researches were okay, but I would much rather shuffle my combo pieces back into my deck instead of discarding them or having to put them in play and then my opponent being able to target them. Yeah, Lillie's Determination is absolutely sick in here. And I love, of course, Lillie's plus Town Store plus TM Evolution. I actually play 0 Arven in this list. I did try out 1 throughout my games playing the deck. I did switch 1 Arven in and out of the deck, but it just felt so bad. Like it's not a powerful card. It's a very not powerful card. So I eventually ended up cutting the Arven from the deck completely. I only had 1 in there at one point, ended up cutting it, and I have not missed it since. And we don't really need to stress to get Team Evo off on that first turn of the game, but we're likely to draw into it, to be honest. We have 2 Town Store, 2 TM Evolution, and the Secret Box. We're fairly often going to see TM Evo on that first turn of the game, going second. And if we don't TM even a turn after that, isn't that big of a deal. And the turns we go first, we can TM Evo on the next turn, or we just don't TM Evo at all, and we just like manually evolve our Pidgeot EX in play. And of course, building up into our Quilavas is easy when we're playing Ethan's Adventure for the first 2 to 3 turns of the game anyways. So yeah, TM Evos are great. We love it to help with the flow of the deck and get into the Pidgeot EX, but it's not mandatory every single game. And sometimes we can do it on that second turn as well and just feel pretty comfortable about our board state as well. So like I said, the Arvins, we could maybe try to include 1 or 2 Arvins. I would never want to go like a super heavy count of Arvin, like 3 or 4, because the card is just so underwhelming past the first like 2 turns of the game. There can be some points in the mid game where like getting a Brave Bangle plus a Super Rod can be cool, but just playing something like the Ethan's Adventure or Lillie's Determination is almost always going to be the stronger play. So yeah, just opting not to run them right now, and I have not regretted it yet. And another card that we definitely want to be playing, and it's more powerful than Ethan's Adventure, more powerful than Arvin, is the Lana's Aid. I can't believe, and listen, I know some of you out there probably recommended that I play this card in Typhlosion at some point. Lana's Aid has been available for quite a while and been able to be played in Typhlosion for quite a while. And it's effectively like a 5th Ethan's Adventure. There is Dawn. I did try Dawn out initially in the deck, but Dawn is kind of just like a weaker Lana's Aid, because in the early game, we can use Ethan's Adventures to set up our, our Typhlosion line. And then after our opponent takes a KO or 2, we could use a Dawn to continue to chain our Typhlosion line, but past like turn 3, we have most of our Typhlosion line in our hand or in play, so it'd have to be comboed with a Super Rod. So like on the first turn or 2 of the game, Dawn is probably better than Lana's Aid, but if we're playing that as a one-of that we can quick search out of our deck whenever we want, the Lana's Aid is far superior to a Dawn inclusion in the deck because it basically acts as a 5th Ethan's Adventure. After our opponent has KO'd a single Typhlosion, we just play the Lana's Aid, recover our line of Typhlosion, put it directly back into play, because of course we're chaining up our Typhlosions from our Cyndaquils to our Quilavas to our Typhlosions, and then we're just good and ready to go again. I don't think you need more than 1 though. 1 feels like way more than enough, especially with Quick Search in the deck and the Pidgeot. But even in the other builds of the deck, if you have Tatsugiri in there, that can help you find it when you need it. And I do still play 2 Super Rod in the deck as well, because we do need a lot of Pokemon and energy. Well, not like a ton of energy, but we want to make sure we're manually attaching turn after turn after turn. Throughout the game, we need quite a bit. So I still have 2 Super Rod in here alongside the Lana's Aid. But the Lana's Aid is like a really nice way to just, as long as all we want to do is KO the active or get Counter Catcher or Iron Bundle involved, it'll just get us there every single time to allow us to continuously chain Typhlosion after Typhlosion in a way more consistent manner than something like playing more item-based recovery, because then it has to be comboed with something like a Lillie's Determination or an Iono for the turn. Or something like playing Dawn, which once again would have to be comboed with a Super Rod. The Lana's Aid just kind of does it by itself as a supporter card. Of course, the drawback is it's our supporter for turn, but when we're playing like a 1-prize deck like this, usually it's not that hard to weave it into our game plans turn to turn and make it work. 4 Body Poffin, 4 Ultra Ball. I really like 4 Ultra Ball with specifically Pidgeot in the deck. I feel like other builds of Typhlosion can kind of get away with less Ultra Ball, but because we have Pidgeot and how big of a piece it is for us to find and set up, I am a big fan of the 4 Ultra Ball. 2 Super Rod, like I mentioned. I don't play any other recovery. I don't play any Night Stretchers. That is something that I did have in here, especially because when your first Cyndaquil gets knocked out, if you prize the Cyndaquil, that can be really, really bad in terms of chaining your Typhlosions. But we have 1 Rare Candy, and I do still have 2 Super Rods and a Lana's Aid, so even committing one of those early on to recover the Cyndaquil isn't really that bad. It's just about not missing that beat. And of course, we do play the Redeemable Ticket, so even if we prize a Cyndaquil, we could use this to get access to that last Cyndaquil early in the game. The problem with this is we don't usually want to use Redeemable Ticket too early, because then we haven't gotten enough of our most important resources out of the deck. Most importantly, the Ethan's Adventure, and then we risk those going back into the prize card. So trying to use Redeemable Ticket early on can be a little bit risky, and we want to try and avoid that. That's where the Night Stretcher was really, really good, because it was a quick one-of-item card to just instantly grab the Cyndaquil and put it on the bench. But now that I don't play Arvin, we already need like it's already a little bit harder to pull off anyways, and we usually have excess like Buddy Poffins and Ultra Balls to use throughout the game, so if we can just like quick search for the Super Rod and we just have a Buddy Poffin in our hand, that can get us that extra Cyndaquil so we don't lose our Typhlosion train through evolving up through Quilava, because of course we always have the Rare Candy in emergencies if we didn't use it in the early game. 1 Earthen Vessel, the Secret Box, of course, 2 Brave Bangle. This feels like way more than enough as far as like extra damage modification goes. I already talked about the TM Evo and the Town Store, and then finally 5 basic Fire Energy. This feels pretty comfortable. Doesn't really ever feel like I'm running out of energy that often, especially with all the recovery that we have. That's another cool thing. One other big deal about playing so much recovery is just like naturally drawn into the Lana's Aid or a Super Rod frees up our quick search for the turn, of course, to find a potentially more impactful card, or to even combo with Super Rod, play the Super Rod, quick search for the Typhlosion or the Fire Energy to set up our next Buddy Blast and take over the game from there. With that said, let's jump into some action and I'll show y'all how the deck runs. Is the cup today or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Badungus. Early Ember knockout. Might be cooking. We aren't playing Evo in the deck, right? No, we play Evo. No, they ran away. Get back here, bitch. All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. All right, that's a big improvement. It has dramatically. Double Pidgey might be... Oh, no, I kind of need the duck in this matchup, right? We need to go duck. Okay, so duck. Then I Ethans. If I have all 3 Typhlosions here, I do. I have second Victini in the deck. I can do this, probably. Be reasonably. Grab Oda. We're still living off the top deck, but... Well, at least I have Quilava, actually. At the very least, we have Quilava going. 30 damage here could actually matter. Did you review the cards from Ascending Heroes already? I did, yeah. There's a video up on the YouTube channel with that. You tell me what you're proud of me, just like my dad used to? No. Couldn't you just mist whatever you don't want to get trapped? Yeah, but then we don't have like time to attach to... Oh wait, actually them just going Dragon Headbutt here wouldn't even be terrible, would it? Oh, it discards the energy? Oh, I shouldn't have Embered there, probably. Dude, I thought it did 10 damage to ourselves or something. Like, I did not... Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it discarded the energy. I thought it did like 10 damage to ourselves. Well, what am I thinking of? Charmander? Who am I thinking of? Might be Charmander. Mist energy? Well, that means we don't really have time to attach Mist, though. Yeah, Mist is a bad answer. There's better answers for sure. I thought it did 10 damage to us. Carvana. Yeah, Carvana does that, right? Riolu does it too. Everyone except this Cyndaquil, apparently. Gosh. Are we cooking or what's happening? All right. Ooh, let's go for next turn. This is still not bad, though. Like, fine. Actually, this hand is, like, pretty good. Oh. The hand is still pretty good. The hand is pretty good. Cyndaquil prize, but I predicted that. He's always prized. He's consistent. He's consistent. We know where he is every game, which is nice. We know where he's hiding. You know where he be at. Real world. But yeah, it would have been nice to have another energy built up into play here. Oh, I could have grabbed I didn't need to grab the Quilava here, did I? Yeah, I messed up. I could have evoed out the Quilava. And I don't want to evo out a Typhlosion. Ooh, okay, I messed up. I should have got like a second Fire Energy, I think. I think that's what I should have grabbed, was another Fire Energy there. Fire Energy would have been pretty chill. Going back to the pack. Brownied. Evo into Golduck. We could honestly play the Golduck in here for the Charizard matchup. That actually wouldn't even be terrible. That would actually not be terrible. This is another problem with putting that 30 damage on the Draclo, because they have damage for their Monkey Dory now. Could I convince you on Zoro with Darm for the tourney today? No, there's nothing. I might play it, but there's nothing you could do that would convince me to play it. I can tell you that much for sure. I think we just start with this, right? See what we get. If we get the Pidgeot, then we can just like swing for the prize card. Pretty good. Just putting one of these in hand seems correct in case they don't Iono next turn. And we have to keep pretending we're forgetting to use Bonded by the Journey. He's got to be some big. Play this, get both, search out both. I I can just grab Secret Box here. It's like fine. Just give me a good card. A Super Rod would have been good there as well. Like, so depending on what they hit. Okay, we got one of them off the prizes. That's nice. I'm going to a challenge later tonight. I'm planning on playing Pult Zard, Zard Noctowl, or Zard Pidgeot. What do you think is the best option? I mean, assuming Zard Pidgeot has no Dusknoir. If you expect a lot of Dragapult, play Zard Pidgeot with no Dusknoir. If you don't expect a lot of Dragapult, then play Zard Noctowl. No, that's kind of just it, to be honest, right? It's just kind of based on those two things. Or if you expect a decent amount, or if you expect a lot of, actually, no, is that true? No, I think that is kind of true. I guess if you expect a ton of Dragapult, it's like if you expect some Dragapult, Zard Pidgeot. If you expect little Dragapult to no Dragapult, Zard Noctowl. And if you expect a ton of Dragapult, play Zard Dragapult. That's probably the way to analyze it, to be honest. You're going second or first with Alzard? First. The matchups you want to go second, like Golden Go, but... What's the list you're playing? The 60 cards that I have loaded up. If I don't break out of item lock ever, can they beat me by me running out of energy? Well, I guess Badu KOs me eventually, right? Put the Big Duck in... Big Duck subs at the moment. Stocks up at the moment. I did not, but we just talked about the Big Duck. It could be... Could be worth it. Oh, wait, what the heck? They're just swinging like that? Okay. I'm gonna knock them out back, right? I just win, right? How do they win? The answer is they don't. It's a dub. I have my other Team Evo in here in the deck. Haven't become bonded by the journey. Am I doing this correctly? Wait, why did I need to play Secret Box here? Am I trolling? I could have got like an Ultra Ball. Would have been the same thing, right? Yeah, I didn't need a Secret Box. I could have just got an Ultra Ball, right? Or actually, what the... No, it had to be Secret Box, right? Because I had to be able to discard the cards and then play the ticket. Those could go bad, and I could prize all my Typhlosions, right? Nah. Buddy Blast! Oh yeah, I don't even know what my prize cards are at this point. It's all out the window. It's over for them though. The buddies are blasting. It's cooked. Oh shoot, do I have to worry about that? The possibility of a Dusclops or a Candy Dusknoir? I don't think so, right? They have 5 prize cards left. Does Typhlosion still get mogged by Guardy? Probably. You have to like play Shaymin. You have to like play Shaymin, but even then, It's tough. Shaymin, maybe a Kieran would help. Kieran would help because honestly, Mind Bend is like really annoying in that matchup. Whoa. Just chase their luck with energy and you're fine, right? Well, the thing is, I don't have another boss, so wouldn't really chasing it with a boss here doesn't really do anything, to be honest. Party is free. All right, well now you're just capping. Leave the Fez on the deck. Maybe I could have done that a little bit different, actually. I mean, not sure if they used 1, 2 Badoo. Boss Trap. I have Turo, though. I think I can attach return to a Quilava here safely, right? Just like do this and then... That seems fine. Why don't you want to team Evo Typhlosion earlier? Because then I lose access to Bonded by the Journey. But I want to keep all my outs to Bonded by the Journey around. In case they attack. Or KO Quilava, whatever. Oh yeah, Guardy with this matchup? Oh yeah, I think Guardy's tough, I mean. I mean, I beat 3 with no Engine Typhlosion. Only lost to Brent because I threw... I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could see it. Maybe. I remember looking at your list, Bolly. Yeah, I don't know. I could maybe see it. Without an engine, though, it does not seem possible to me. So I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess they're like... No, they're not really slower. They're not any slower now. Like, they don't have any, like, different attackers. If anything, Jellicent could be worse than anything else they would ever possibly have, right? Maybe they are a little bit slower, though, actually. They are kind of a... They could just item lock you early as well, which would be annoying. Not that much slower if they are slower. I can kill both my Typhlosions here, which is actually pretty bad, because then I have to Super Rod to actually get one back. So things could be a little... Oh, okay, never mind. Things have the possibility of being awkward here. Oh, wait, they have nothing. Never mind. Hey, why didn't they pop Clops here, then, at the very least? Oh, because they couldn't kill double... Wait. That's it? That was their turn? They didn't have anything better? Huh. Lucario again. Porygon Z for sure. True. You know, honestly, the Fez start is kinda terrible. Bangle's kind of weak in this matchup, though. I think we can give that up and get a Pidgey here. Oh, we prize our second Odo. Damn, am I about to Super Rod that Odo back? No, that's so bad. But I'm not going to draw into my candy either. That's just unfortunate, man. That's just abysmal. That's all kinds of wrong. Yeah. I could have given up the other Ultra Ball instead, but I don't know. I like Ultra Balls. They're pretty important cards, I feel like. Especially to get to the big guy. Maybe I am about to Super Rod a single Odo back to the deck, to be honest. That's criminal. Should've just given up the Ultra. Nah. I was hoping the second auto wasn't going to be prized, to be honest. Ooh. Oh, wait, I have Town Store. Oops. Dude, why do I keep seeing Town Store and then not thinking it's an Ultra Amiibo? Although leaving Fezandipiti in the active here is pretty bad. I don't know. It might have been better to run to Victini there, to be honest. Like, this is not a good setup. Don't be fooled. This setup sucks. I mean, unless they don't KO my Fez. If they don't KO my Fez, I'm feeling okay, to be honest. But I have... oh, I don't know, low expectations for that. I feel like my Fez is dead. Bye, Fez. You did what you could. It wasn't very good, to be honest. You need to step it up. Dude, having this on my bench is now so terrible. Like, oh, I need to make these the 90 HP Pidgeottos as well. Ooh, okay, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. We can cook. We can cook. That's what we're hoping for. We need something like that. I don't fully know what's prized. I don't know if I need this fourth. It's probably just best to commit to it. The thing is, I feel like I have to get like Iono involved sooner than later. I guess we'll see how things play out. Buddy Blast. Wait, what the fudge? Oh, do I have an Ethan's prized? I thought I was out of Ethan's in the deck, but I thought there was 4 in the discard pile. Will Champs League stream day 1? No, they will not be streaming day 1. It'll be day 2. All right, Aura Jab knockout is fine. I can work with that. I can deal with an Aura Jab knockout here for sure. Dealable. Chill. Dude, the Victini on my bench is just so miserably bad. What the heck? Why is it there? Why is it there, man? Why is it there? My Pidgeot's dead here. That'd be kind of bad. All right, thank goodness. All right, this is actually I can win this board set. We can win this. Hella winnable for sure. That's a fine top deck. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, I did prize my last one. Okay. I have 3 energy left, 2 Quilava and a Typhlosion. I have a Lana's 8 here for Typhlosion energy because I need an energy. Probably just double energy, right? I have plenty of Quilavas left. I have a Quilava here. I have 3 energy in the deck. Maybe I go with the Quilava instead. I feel like the energy is more important. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not though. Buddy blasting. 3 prize cards. We got our last Ethan, so that can like set up the rest of our squad on this next turn if we want to. But they could easily have like a Gust KO. Then I'd want, if they go for a Gust KO, then we just go into Iono and it's like fine. Then we just quick search for Iono, play Iono this turn. Make the comeback from there. We got Pidgeot established this game, so obviously we're feeling a lot better than we were last game. Ozade really putting in work here. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good card. Is Guardian Jelly the right choice for League Cup? Any good deck is the right choice for a League Cup. Y'all gotta stop with these League Cup questions, man. Like any good deck is fine for a League Cup or League Challenge. Like it's not that deep. League Cups and League Challenges are not that deep. Regional Championships aren't even that deep. Y'all asking about Cups and Challenges about playing Jelly Guardy. Guardy, the best archetype in the format. Jelly Guardy, arguably the best way to play Guardy. Is it okay for a League Cup? Lock in, bro. We gotta lock in on this shit. We ban the word League Cups. Good, yeah. Is Guardy real? Any mid deck is fine for a cup. I mean, any bad, there's no like, yeah. If you want to expand on the question, that's one thing. But simply asking me if like Guardy Jelly is good, is fine for a League Cup, bro, come on. We all know the answer is yes. If you want to be like, Azul, what build of Guardy would you take to a League Cup today? I would probably say Jelly Guardy, but I haven't thought about it that hard, to be honest. But I probably would say Jelly Guardy. That's a whole different question. All right, we definitely hit him with Iono here. I think I would like to counter catcher. Well, I'm sure that's true. Oh, I should have waited on this. Oops, I messed that up. 1 Iono in deck, 1 counter catcher. Did I go down to 1 counter catcher or I'm playing 2? I'm playing 2. This shouldn't matter, but we're just gonna throw it in play obviously anyways. I don't care, it's pretty good. If we get counter catcher though. Oh no, I kind of need counter catcher here to be honest. I need to go like counter catcher KO real. Maybe I should just no, because then that leaves this thing to be able to go boss KO my Victini. But do they even play boss? Yeah, we definitely should have counter catcher KO the real. Well no, but then dude, benching this Victini was so bad. Yeah, I think this was a mistake on my part actually. Yeah, I should have played this differently for sure. Yeah, I think killing the Riolu is more important for sure. I don't know what I was thinking there, to be honest. Just chase the Riolu. And then even if they have Gust KO Victini, it just doesn't really matter that much, right? Hopefully this Iono was bad for him, though. Should I concede against Jelly Guardy? Depending on what you're playing, it might be optimal, to be honest. You push it 2 months there. Rockworman. I think I got there. Push 19 months there. Urban Legend as well. Okay, maybe nothing crazy, nothing wild, perhaps. We might be here. Jelly Guardy BDIF, and if so, why isn't it topping war? It's topping a decent amount. I don't know if it's Jelly Guardy. Some version of Guardy is the best deck in the format, though. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be playing Jellicent, but probably involves Jelly. Okay, well, now I just save my boss, right? So I can just go, like, Oh, they have 2 prize cards left. They could theoretically win by going... Do I ever go like quick search boss Turo Pidgeot? But then I could... Oh my gosh. Although I could boss KO this Riolu. Then they would need like... I boss KO this Riolu. No, they could play E-Switch. Wait, does anyone play E-Switch in this deck? Is that a thing? Or did I just make that up? I'm not so sure. Did I just make that up? I feel like I made that up. People play that? I Turo Pidgeot, they can't win next turn. Then I boss up the game next turn. If I boss KO this, they could go Lucario, Energy boss KO Victini, or Counter Catcher. They haven't played a supporter this whole game? What the heck has this game been? I mean, currently they would need... They don't have... See, the biggest thing is they don't have a Makahito on the bench. They need Energy, Lucario, Boss, Town Store for Maximum Belt. They also have to play Maximum Belt. I think I just KO the active here. That just seems like the safest play. But then I should have played like Lose Determination and then Quick Search the Boss or something like that. So they basically need Counter Catcher here. They got Max Belt in hand. Oh, we know they have Max Belt? Okay. But even then, there has to be Energy Lucario, and they don't have a Gus. Like, there's no combination cards they could have that would get them to it now. They need to have, like, Lillie or Research into a Counter Catcher. I don't even think they play Counter Catcher. Honestly, this matchup feels kind of tough because I can't want to KO this guy. It makes it like they're really aggressive for drawing prize cards. They draw prize cards really aggressively. Okay. Whoa, look out. Like what would I have to play to be able to want to KO them? Like a Kieran? Or Black Belt? I'm not... Wait, what am I thinking? I'm not teching for Lucario, though. Well, I could if I did. Well, hold on, though. Hold on. Let's lock in here. Am I teching for Lucario? Are we really talking about this? I gotta lock back in. Gotta lock back in. Have you ever thought about how you organize your deck manager? I always feel like my organization is terrible. No, I just delete everything every time a new set comes out and then build decks from there. So it never gets like too cluttered. Favorite soccer team in Champions League? None of them. I don't really want to play this Ultra Ball. Oh, no Charmander. Okay. I think it's okay with Phantom though, I guess. I'm just gonna play Iono and hope. Yeah, playing this seems kind of bad. Unless I got rid of both of these and then Super Rod, I'm back immediately, I guess. Or I could Ultra Ball them both away and see what's missing, and then I can decide to Super Rod, I guess. Okay, well, I definitely need a Super Rod because I only have one Typhlosion in the deck. Grab Pidgey. We have more Cyndaquils than Pidgeys. Nah, maybe I can wait. Maybe I can wait. If the Odo was prized, I definitely would have done that. Ionoing them also here feels really terrible anyways. They're like a no. Okay, that's a pretty good draw, though. No complaints, to be honest. No complaints. No notes. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Let's get it. So I prized Typhlosion. Coming off of the black top. Prize an adventure. Price ticket as well, it looks like. It's fine. Oh, I already have the tool. I thought I had to go get it. I could bench this now, or I could wait to see the Duscles. Oh, I forgot to change my Pidgeotos to... I could do a 1-1 split on the Pidgeotos, I guess. 190, 180. But it probably should just be 2 90s, right? To play around. Vitality Banded. Soul Rock, that's like a thing. I feel like a Zard would be good in this deck. No, that'd be terrible. That's not good. Any Pidgeot? Sure, sure, sure. Alright, well, they definitely have the Phantasmal KO, right? Could they have more? They can't really, they can't have more, right? Their deck can't do anything else besides this. This is the most their deck is capable of. I guess it is possible I don't bench the Psyduck here, but that doesn't seem likely. I feel like I guess we'll see what they do. Maybe it, I guess it is technically possible. If they don't bench... I mean, Duskull has not hit the field, so... They don't have to bench it yet, I guess. Actually, the Town Store does hit them here. I maybe want to consider to play around... I don't need to play around Cruel Arrow. That's silly. I don't think they really want to sacrifice their Fez like that, so... Oh, I can Ultra Ball away. Okay, we'll make this work. We'll make this work. I can Ultra Ball away one of these plus Evo here. And I get to keep the rest of my hand, which is kind of nice, actually. Oh, wait. No. Play this, get another one. So I go this. No. Shoot, how am I doing this? This. Okay, no, this still works. This still works. First I thought it was overcooking, then undercooking, then... In here, we're cooking there. We're out of cooks. We're chilling. Hold the duck for now. It is possible the Duskulls never hit their bench. It is unlikely, I guess, but never know. Decent prize card. I actually don't know what I want to do on this next turn. I mean, I kind of just want to Ethans again. Maybe just like Quilava for Ethans plus counter catcher KO. That might be the play, to be honest. We'll see what their turn looks like, though, of course, obviously. I can't imagine them not just punching my Typhlosion, though. Like, I feel like that has to be their play, just punch Typhlosion here. We'll see. They're also down one jet. Oops, it's not jet. One jet, so... The Klefki combo potential is, like, pretty low moving forward, it feels like. That's their second stadium as well, so if I bump that, they have no way to go wide again. And once again, they have, like, a... I mean, unless they use the Hoodoo this turn, but they might not do that. Is that without quick search? I don't know why. No, okay, they use quick search. I was like, I don't know why I thought they hadn't used it yet. For a second, I thought. Oh, they are doing the Fez thing here. It just seems so weak, though. Like, I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, I didn't think they would actually use Fez here. It just seems bad. Because that doesn't even put them in range to KO my Pidgeot, right? That's 5 fires gone? This is just so weak. What the heck? I didn't even consider trying to play around this. Oh, maybe I did for a second. Okay, Oh wait, that's not what I want to do, is it? Oh, maybe it is. For some reason I feel like that's not what I want to do, but maybe it is, maybe it is. What else did I want to do though? Maybe should have. I feel like there's something. There's like a better. I wanted to replace their stadium. Well, that's not that. Well, yeah, it just like removes all their bench space. I want to replace their stadium, but they still have a decent amount of bench space to work with, I guess. I don't know. All right, we'll see what happens. Felt like there was like a better play to be done. Maybe there wasn't. I would have to like maybe involve. I don't know what I have to involve, to be honest. Oh, my ticket was also prized. I didn't even realize that. So I had no access to those 4th Ethans. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. There was probably something better, but they need to get. I mean, they can definitely like. Nah, they could. They can't win. Can they win? Candy, Nor, Pop, Prize. Oh, they could. They could literally actually win this turn. They would need Fire Energy, Klefki, Jet up to Klefki, Candy, Dusknoir, Pop Dusknoir on Quilava, Counter Catcher Pidgeot, or Prime Catcher Pidgeot and Briar Knockout. It's a lot, but I guess it's technically possible. I could have played around it by going like Boss KO Duskull, I guess. Maybe. I guess they were playing heavily around. I say even if I got the stadium out last turn, though, that wouldn't really change anything. I should have had the stadium in play for going into this turn to get the Brave Bangle, which would have been nice, but. So maybe I should have Ultra Balled away the Candy and something. I don't know what the. I could have got rid of Candy and Boss, I guess. They need energy on Zara. They can't jet the key. Oh, true. So they need like Super Rod, Candy Zard. Yeah, they need more than. They need Super Rod, Candy Zard. They need a lot. They need a lot. Too much. Too much. Super Rod, Candy Zard. Okay, that should be enough for game. Oh no, I don't win, but I kill the Charizard, which is basically game. The Lana state is actually kind of nice here because it gets back the Victini. And oh, it's my second Victini in the deck though. Huh. Actually, don't know. It is in there. Typhlosion. So I just grab the Victini, use it, do it through a Buddy Poffin, right? Double Teeny gets a knockout. Yeah. I have a Typhlosion in the deck. I need a Typhlosion now. I need an energy for next turn and a Typhlosion for next turn. So I just, oh no, hold up. Victini. Bam. Boom. I guess that's another reason to play the Turo, honestly. Wait. Oh, I don't have the 4th. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's in there though. Oh, but I don't. I could have secret boxed. No, dude. I thought I had all 4 in there, so I need to do this. I need to secret box away these 2. I forgot. I just assumed we had all 4. Well, I don't. I don't guarantee lose, but I'm not feeling good about our situation. Oh, all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Now things are not looking good. I forgot about our 4th Ethans. I thought we already got rid of them all. So I had to go, what? Quilava to get the Ethans. Secret Box away, Ethans, Lilies, and probably the Bangle. And then I can just go get the other Bangle. Or I maybe could have got rid of the Lana's Aid. So there are definitely multiple different ways to do it, but yeah. Is Mountain not worth playing in this deck? Helps avoid something like this. Mountain's okay. I'd rather just play the double Victini though. Wait, what did they just do on their turn? Just got the Charmeleon. Playing cards to avoid misplaying is bad. Don't do that. Let me send this up. How many energy do I have left? 1. Do I ever KO the Pidgeot instead? Well, they would need what? They have the fires in the deck, so they would need Charizard Gust. I almost feel like I have to go like Iono KO Pidgeot, right? And then hope they don't have an out to a Noctowl. They have 1 owl here, 1 owl there. They're down there Ultra Ball. They have Prime Catcher though, so like Dawn into Prime Catcher wins them the game. They would just discard. Oh wait, hold on. Well, no, it doesn't really matter what they discard here. It doesn't change anything. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Oh wait, no. That works. Okay, so attach here. Rod. Double fire and a Typhlosion. Oh, I really need to draw into... Well, I actually really need to draw into one of those, to be honest. Because I need it to attach to Pidgeot, so Pidgeot can be an attacker. Yeah, I just need to draw into an energy or a Typhlosion here. So I can quick search for the other. Okay, that's good enough. That becomes Typhlosion. I can quick search for energy. But I still need... I don't want to have prize. I need energy plus boss next turn. Oh, man, it would have been nice to get Vessel, because I get Vessel for 2. Ooh, if I hadn't put the tool card in play, though, actually, I could have Town Stored for the tool card and then played the... Oh, I definitely messed that up, actually. I could have left the Bangle in the deck and then search out the Bangle with the Town Store and then quick search for Vessel it away, then attach, return, boss win. Oh, I don't get Counter Catcher anyway, so it has to be the active. Oh, shoot. Well, that means they just... No, that doesn't mean... No, that means they just win then. They literally just win. Quilava gets the KO with Bangle. Oh, did it? I didn't even, like, notice. I guess I should have just Quilava there then. Oh, but I needed to KO the Pidgeot here, right? Without KOing Pidgeot, I basically always lose anyways. Because now they can just do this for Dawn. Dawn gets Noctowl plus Charizard. Noctowl gets Prime Catcher. So they have to have prize Prime here. If they don't prize Prime, we probably lose. If we should 30 months there, 2 Koa. Maybe it's prized though. Maybe it is prized. Well, I don't know what was prized. Oh, wait, did they have 2 Charizards in their discard pile? Honestly, I don't know, but that works. I know the matchup. And now having the Iron Bundle in the active feels kind of worse, but it's got to be something like this. For Ethan's, nope. Poffin, Evo, Town Store, I mean, that's fine. If I don't get Iono'd here, this is pretty good for next turn, I guess. There's a Pidgeot. There's a Typhlosion. There's an Ethan's. Any series who broads are here. Prize on Buddy Poff. 3 Ultra Ball. Prize on Ultra. Vessels here. Evo in hand. 5 Fire. 2 Town Store. Redeemable. Just played the Secret Box. What else am I missing? Counter Catcher. I discard Counter Catcher. I have Boss. I don't play Arvins right now. A Lillie? I prize a Lillie, right? I think so. Alright, this is like fine. It's like solid. Yeah, that's like fine. Emotions when your opponent flips over Badoo are priceless. Bro, it's just like, everything changes. The whole game changes. No, you do not have Iono, bro. Come on. What a scam. When I saw the jamming tower get slammed, I was like, well, okay, draw is... It's fine. The draw is fine. Such insane rat behavior, though. Just absurd. Absolutely absurd. At least we got the duck down. Alright. It'll be tough. No bird is bad. We at least got a Quilava, though. That's like a good start. Yeah, that seems fine. Chilling. Time does the cup stream start tomorrow? Should be around 10 p.m. Or 10 a.m. Did I say p.m.? 10 a.m. That'd be a crazy League Cup. Who the fuck would show up to that? Yeah, League Cup stream should start at 10 a.m. 10 a.m.-ish. Good question. I could Evo this turn instead. I feel like setting up towards the Pidgeot is probably the better play, to be honest. Doesn't really matter what I take here, I guess. Just kind of have to play it. I think I'm just gonna chill here. I'm just gonna let the Iron Bundle do his work. Don't give them Counter Catcher. I don't even know if that's worth it, to be honest. I maybe should have just kept them all as... it does give me like more aggressive options, I guess, though, to have one already set up like that. So I'm going to a League Cup on Saturday and thinking of playing Greninja and running a 2-2 line instead of a 3-2-2 line. So I can add Briar. Is it worth it? No clue. Have not played with Greninja in a long time. Is there a Japan Champions League this weekend? Yeah, tomorrow. The stream starts around like 5 p.m. West Coast time. Yeah, same. Honestly, I would maybe just have TM Evo'd again into my Pidgeot, to be honest. I think that's how important I think it is in the matchup. Definitely fine if they just want to punch my Iron Bundle here, that's for sure. Is Cornerstone Absol deck worth playing at locals tonight, or should I switch with Zerosic Eerie line? I probably wouldn't play Cornerstone, no. I would go with something else. Well, you can play, I do like a hybrid build. Some combination of like Cornerstone, some combination of Cornerstone, Jellicent, Eerie, and Zerosic. I don't know what I would exactly play, but I wouldn't go all in on Cornerstone. I'd play some other options. Crustle in the Absol box. Could do Crustle as well. Does this Typhlosion Pidgey deck run Dawns? I did have Dawns in here initially, but then I ended up cutting it. I had one Dawn in here, but then I cut it for a Lana's Aid, which I think is better. So when deck building, what factors determine how much energy you need? Just whatever feels best. I mean, there's like a minimum amount of energy a deck needs to function as a deck to be able to play the game. But then past that, you usually don't play the minimum, including prize variables. So you just play whatever feels best. I have a Cyndaquil in my hand. I do. Okay, I'm pretty comfortable with getting aggressive here, I think. Like, they will be able to guss up my Odo, but I feel like I'll have such a developed board at this point that I think I'm okay with that. And I do need to start to hunt down my prized Ethan's Adventure as well, so... Okay, don't mind that. Yeah, sure. Just swing. Loppity and Dango is just broken, huh? Good against Cornerstone, Crustle, and Frillish. Yeah, well, I don't think it's that good against Crustle, to be honest. I think they still beat you, probably. Because they have Ice Cream now. So I would imagine with Ice Cream that you're unfavored. Pretty sure. What you need, Victini to KO the Pult? Oh, that is true, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have benched the Cyndaquil, assuming they take a prize card this turn. I can just Iron Bundle this turn then, I guess, instead. Something like that. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have benched this. Shouldn't have benched this guy. But they're always KOing my Pidgeotto here, right? I said it doesn't really change. No, it changes things a little bit. I mean, my Odo not dying here would be crazy. So I'm just kind of assuming it dies, but... Oh, maybe not. They would have to find counter catcher still. Have they even used a Dracloak yet? If they don't, then we just go like Lana's Aid, reset up more squad plus Iron Bundle against them or something like that. Or I have the Kieran in my hand now. I guess I could... Oh, my 4th Ethan's Adventure is still prized anyway, so like getting the one hit here is like pretty unlikely. Okay, they got the counter catcher. Oh. Oh, do they have the KO on the Cyndaquil? Oh no! Wait, what the heck? Why are we not killing? What? Why are you not killing my Pidgeotto here? How is that ever the play? There's no way. What? This is just never the play. This can't be the play. My bird surviving is like insane. Well, they have Jamming Tower in play as well. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's definitely just like a Iron Bundle. No words. Ooh, hold on now. So this puts it back in the deck. Quick search. Lava. Lava finds it. That's a little way. Is that that's not enough still though, right? I feel like that's still not enough. No, I don't think I can get there this turn. I don't think I can get there this turn. We just Iron Bundle for the turn instead. Lana's Aid. I can probably just use it. Oh, there's a Victini. That means there's a Victini prize, right? Okay, so it's fine. Energy. Oh, I need the Quilava. Hold up. Maybe it's like this. Do I want the Cyndaquil here, actually? Quilava. I go knock on. I do need the Cyndaquil here. I do need the Cyndaquil here. It's true. Oh, I should have done this first. Oopsie. Oopsie. I mean, they sacrificed Bidoo here, but... I'd actually think about attacking with Quilava, but that's pretty good, right? I don't really want to lose a whole Typhlosion line if I don't have to. I'll make them work for that, right? It just makes things a little bit better for me. I also could have attacked with Cyndaquil there as well, I guess. So what do you think of Evo Wall Breakers over Evo Cannon in my Minior Poison deck? Evo Wall Breakers over Evo I don't know. You're just... That's just gibberish to me. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I have no clue. Yep. Clash Royale. Oh, it's a Clash Royale. Dude, I thought it was just like... I thought it was like another like... People come up with the goofiest terms for cards and decks in the Pokemon TCG. I literally thought it was one like just something being goofy, some goofy card or deck. I was like, the goof is too real. Can't handle it. Okay. Now but okay. The thing is now I don't have the Quilava to get the thing. That is not the top deck I wanted. If I bench Fez, they can beat me next turn. If I don't bench Fez, they can't win next turn. They could still win next turn. They would need a lot, though. What do I need? I need Tool Card, Victini, Stadium Bump. The Stadium, dude, it's so... If I had Secret Box on my deck, this would be easy. But without Secret Box, it's pretty hard. I feel like it's just like bench Victini Iono. No, maybe bench Victini, bench... Maybe I do bench the Fez and just hope they don't get there. Sure. Oh, I don't know if my second Town Store is in the deck, actually. I'm just kind of assuming it is. I mean, I kind of have to assume it is, right? Otherwise, I can't get there anyways. This still might not be enough, though. This still might not be enough. Like, they can just win next turn. I didn't even use quick search. I just need like something that I'll need next turn to win the game, I guess. I don't know. Like, give me like Kieran. If they like, oh, they already used 2 jamming towers, right? Oh, okay, maybe that was like a waste. 320. Probably should have grabbed a Fire Energy, to be honest. Off the... I don't know, something else. Something else for sure. Which of your Dango decks should I climb ladder with? Saraludge. That was the most fun for sure. Any card you're looking forward to rotating? No, not really. Like, I could say something like Gardevoir, but it's possible the next format is worse than this format. So maybe Guardy gives more balance to the format than we know. As long as I'm enjoying the Pokemon TCG right now, there's no reason to wish poorly onto any card specifically. We might think Gardevoir's a problem right now, but who knows? There could be something worse. Well, only coming from a standpoint of currently just enjoying playing the Pokemon TCG. If I didn't like playing the Pokemon TCG right now, I'd probably have a reason why. Then I'm glad that card's rotating, but I kind of just like playing the Pokemon TCG right now. So if you're enjoying, why don't I see you at regionals? True, yeah, true. That's actually the only true way to enjoy the Pokemon TCG is to show up to regional championships. I'm glad you called me out and kept me honest with that one, Jack Wong. I appreciate that. Keeping me honest. I truly can't be enjoying the Pokemon TCG without it, so. Well. Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough. Ideally there, we could have benched the Psyduck and not benched the Fez, but we need like so many cards on that turn. That's why if we can keep Secret Box around, it's easy to pull off that late game play. But without Secret Box, it becomes hard to pull off that late game play. Kangaskhan. Blowtorch. Blowtorch could be like okay. I don't know. The card seems kind of mid though. Isn't Monkey the biggest issue for this deck against Guardy? Yeah. Well, I mean, Screamtail can be a pretty big deal if we don't have Shaymin as well. Try Cleffa or Cypher. No, both those sound terrible. Well, Cleffa, no, they're both bad. We just want Team Evo. Yeah, Monkey Dory is the biggest issue for this deck against Guardy. Like, I mean, there's nothing we can play that just, like, stops them. Well, if I Secret Box here, I don't have to Iono them, right? Because I could get a different supporter to play for turn. A lot of Pokemon. I might actually ditch the ticket. It might be like... All right, let's do it. I just don't know where my Pokemon line is. Yes, yeah, I prize the other Odo. Prize the Fire, prize an Odo. Pidgeot. 3, 4, 2. So I prize a Cyndaquil. Town Store in hand, 2 Bangle, Vessel, 4 Poffin, 4 Ultra Ball, Counter Catcher, double Super Rod, 1 Candy, 1 Lillie. So I prize a Lillie. 4 Ethan's, Lana's Aid, Kieran, Iono in hand, Boss in hand. I'm using Secret Box. I don't know what else I prized. Oh yeah, I'm always using Ethan's Adventure here. What am I even thinking? I don't know. I guess this is fine. Yeah. I'm never not using Ethan's Adventure here. Oh, having Victini in play in this matchup is so bad though. Yeah, Victini in play in this matchup is just miserable. What else did I discard there? It was Redeemable Ticket, Fez, Typhlosion, Secret Box, Ethan's, okay. Duck, Shaymin, Pidgeot's in hand, Odo. Oh, I prized a Pidgey too, right? Prized a Pidgey. My boss is here. I have an Iono in hand. I have Kieran and I have Lana's Aid. All Maidens Adventure. Lillie. I haven't played Lillie, so there's a Lillie prized. Rare Candy, 2 Super Rod. 1 Counter Catcher, 4 Ultra Ball. Played a Buddy Poffin. Oh, second team Evo's prized. Okay. Last one. Yeah, well, there's no Yveltal in play right now, so I don't have to worry about it yet, but it is still annoying. It is still annoying. I almost like don't want to punch this Kangaskhan, but I also feels like I kind of have to punch this Kangaskhan as well. It feels like I can't. Getting that damage in play ahead of time though puts a lot of pressure on my opponent, I guess. I'm only gonna be able to hit him for 170 is a decent amount actually. I take it back. 170 is not bad. Oh, okay, never mind. We're getting Iono. Things are changing. That's actually kind of bad because just getting to the Pidgeotto is like pretty good. Okay, I got an Ultra Ball though. I can still. Oh, they whiffed. Oh my! You're done, buddy. Pack it up. You're cooked. Holy smokes. Well, actually, no. They can still trap my Victini with Yveltal later. That could be like a win condition still. You're not gonna survive this one, bud. Is it like ever correct to just like not show them the fourth Earthen Adventure so they ever consider? Because now they guaranteed play around it, but otherwise they could like make a judgment call, which leads them to play into it, right? I can see it being correct to actually not grab the 4th Earthen Adventure there. Alright, we're blasting. Also, what if Pokemon made a card? I don't care. Whatever they make is what I play with. No opinion on what they could make. Hazel, hope you're having a chill day. So far, so good, small rat. So far, so good. No battle cage? No. It just doesn't... I don't know. 1 battle cage would maybe still be good, though. Like, I don't know, battle cage at the end of games could still be decent, to be honest. I wouldn't mind throwing 1 in here. I don't want to cut a Town Store, though. I wouldn't want to cut a Town Store, but I could see adding a battle cage on top of that. For some late game potential. This is my 4th Earthens. It is. I think I'd rather just Lillie here, right? Try and draw like the Pidgeot and stuff like that. I could have boss KO there, but boss KO in there doesn't seem that good, to be honest. I don't like having all of those supporters in my hand, not gonna lie, but it's fine. Protection Bros plus Picnic Basket over Battle Cage. Oh, I could see that. You definitely would want to run one of them. Yeah, maybe a Picnic Basket would be the better way to go. Oh, I do have a Cyndaquil prized. Probably some Typhlosion, right? Already attached return? Yeah. Just be a little bit more set up. I could have put like a Super Rod in my hand, but then that could be their discard. So I think this is just better. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't want to lose my Super Rod. So you should look at Kangaboof. It basically beats everything but struggles against Dango. But most Dangos are not teching for pawn anymore. What are your thoughts? The data checks out. Well, I don't care about the data at all. I think that's pretty good. I played it recently. I disagree with you though. Most Dangos are teching for pawn right now. Almost every Dango deck has Mawile or Lopunny, or there's still some people with Mega Lucario as well. So I disagree with you on that. Goldengo's pretty tough. My build most recently has a Frillish in it. But the data or whatever is not like something to sway me at all. I almost had 1 Super Potion on my list, but couldn't find 1 at the event. What? Super Potion? You have to lose an energy to do that. Is that ever worth it? Wouldn't like the milk be better? Losing an energy seems terrible. Boss? Brother! I have Kieran battle Brave Bangle in my hand. I kill this. You had the thing. You had the play. You kill the Kieran. Brother, what are you doing, brother? Wait, I knocked him out, right? Oh no, because I have this in my hand, I have to get rid of it. Okay. I have quick search. Yeah, I mean, the math checks out. Actually, I'll grab this guy and just leave it in my hand. Brother. You use it on the little guys who don't have energy on them anyways? When Paul puts 60 on Duck to Halucha next turn? Wait, but you can't Super Potion unless it has energy, right? But you can't just play Super Potion on something that doesn't have energy. The effect of healing is discarding the energy, yeah? You can? What? Wait, you actually? I don't believe you. Wait, what is it called? Super Potion or Hyper Potion? If you heal damage in this way, discard an energy? Wait, actually? Wait, what the heck? Wait, hold on. That's a game changer. Wait. Dude, there had to be some like broken ass stall deck then. I don't believe. Well, I believe, but I don't believe, you know? I don't have faith. I had no idea it worked like that. Wait, is there WinCon ever some like cheesy BS? I mean, it's got to be cheesy. If they're ever gonna win this game, it has to be hella cheesy. Where's my Pidgeot? Or my Pidgeotto? Is it Pidgeot EX in deck? Because I could develop the other bird. Then I maybe should have got Fez back as well. I don't know. We'll do this. Why just add one more mist energy and attach it to the duck instead? Because your energy for turn is like super important. And something like the Hyper Potion or the Super Potion or the Picnic Basket would be like higher value overall. Wait, then couldn't we do... Wait, there might be something to cook here then. Like no memes. I'm kind of like... I just didn't know that was a thing. I just didn't know that was a thing. Did the old one require you to have an energy attached? One of them, the old one required you to have an energy, discard an energy, right? Use the 50 months there, Z-Man Cuddles. Did the old Super Potion require it? Hyper Potion did? Let me go to PKM cards. What is the current one? Super Potion? Heals 60. If you do discard energy. Oh no, old Super Potion used to. Oh wow, old Super Potion was the same thing as well, dude. I swear, dude. Yeah, what the fuck? No, I'm thinking of old Super Potion. I don't even remember what Hyper Potion was, to be honest. Oh, I remember this one now. No, I'm thinking of old Super Potion. I thought old Super Potion made you discard an energy. Interesting. The more you know. The more you know. I mean, we win eventually. We just kind of have to wait. Oh, base set Super Potion or old Super Potion you had to discard. Discard 1 energy attached to one of your own Pokemon in order to heal up to 4 damage counters from that Pokemon. But the newer Super Potions have all been heal 60. Oh, wait, that's kind of cool, actually. I don't know if it's better than Picnic Basket, but I could see it. I could see it, yeah. I definitely feel like it's better than Battle Cage for sure. Both of them probably are. Well, no, probably. The thing is, though, that I could see, like, against Pult and Guardy, they might just want to really aggressively... Well, no. Against Pult, they want to aggressively put Jamming Tower in play against us no matter what. But us having the whole combo with the Battle Cage when it's, like, relevant might be hard, especially when we're getting Iono spammed. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't quite work that way. Something more aggressive like the Hyper Potion or the Super Potion, or the Picnic Basket or the Super Potion is probably better. Oh, I don't have Boss in here. I have 1 energy left. They kill me eventually, right? Unless they have some insane cheese BS. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna go replace Stadium, Iono Retreat, Knockout. And then yeah, go from there. You could try Dawn. No, I don't think Dawn is worth playing. Dawn is like kind of cool. I guess Dawn could be kind of cool. Dawn. It gets like the Pidgeot pieces, to be honest. That is kind of cool to be able to get the Pidgeot pieces. But I didn't realize. I could just like Iron Bundle twice. I thought I had my boss left, to be honest. Just give me a dead card. I have 2 Ionos left, so this should still be basically unlosable, to be honest. Yes, should still be basically unlosable. They are going after my Pidgeots. Well, if Darkness got rid of boss. Oh, that's true. Maybe that's why I felt like I didn't play it. I was like, man, I don't remember playing the boss. That's because I didn't. I didn't play the card. They have boss KO on Pidgeot. I assume. That's the only way this play makes sense, right? No, never mind. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Sick, 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 sick. I could actually swing with a Pidgeot here if I wanted to, instead of the Typhlosion. No, that's got to be incorrect. Oh, we don't need a retreat though. I was talking about like having to retreat. Swinging with this Typhlosion should be 280. No, that should be fine. I think I'm just not going to show them the Iron Bundle. I don't want them to... Oh, I should have attached the fire, though. Not sure I should have, actually. This is probably fine. Most likely. Wouldn't Dawn work like Ethans when Ethans are discarded? No, not well. It could. It just depends on how. Like with like a Super Rod, it would be guaranteed. It kind of depends on if we have access to Super Rod or if there's enough pieces in the deck. The thing is, Lana's Aid always acts like a 5th Ethans, though. The Lana's Aid is just better because it's always a 5th Ethans. But what's it called is not always a 5th Ethans. I mean, they can win with Gus Gus. I maybe shouldn't have evolved. Well, no, I probably should have, though, to be honest. It would also need 2 heads. Well, I guess I would punch them, then they go Monkey Dory ever so. They would only need 1 heads, I guess. What's up, Flame? Doing good. Our bundle to save the day. Although, honestly, another boss one I've heard either, right? Lana's basically Dawn plus Rod in 1 card. Yeah, exactly. The Dawn is, like, kind of cool because the Dawn can... If we have enough pieces already in the deck, the Dawn acts as the Ethans for the most part. Yeah, the Dawn acts as Ethans for the most part.